offense to your vitriol. Whether you like it or not, you're not dealing with logistic robots. If you want...
Oh, the standard really isn't that high. They can go home and cry all they want, okay? Like I said, they're getting paid to be umpires, all right? We don't see umpires in any other walk of life having a hard time doing their fucking job. We don't see them holding grudges and keying cars and getting revenge on the fucking playing field, do we? No, we don't, because they're getting paid not to do that shit.
To get results within this system, you're at the mercy of the people in charge. You certainly have the right to express your...
I should be at the mercy of the fucking law, nothing else. That should be the standard. It's the fucking law. The system should have... It should have no duplicity, no double standards. It should have one standard, and you know that. That's written in the fucking Constitution. So I should have every expectation it can perform that minimal duty.
Opinion with as much hostility as you see fit, but there are consequences for your public belligerence and disrespect.
Yeah, I might motivate some other people to start thinking about the fact that we shouldn't tolerate this crap, that these government officials should be motherfucking accountable, and if they can't do their fucking job, they should be fucking fired.
If you speak like this about a person's colleague, they have no reason to make any step of the process easier for you.
Again, that's not their fucking job. They're not paid to fucking polish steps or to grease steps or do anything to the fucking steps. They're paid to guide people through the steps the same way, no matter who the fuck they are, whether they're a little short black man or a big, giant, tall something else. I mean, that's what they're supposed to fucking do. They're not supposed to have any fucking bias against any fucking body who called them a hot dog fucker or something.
They'll have no sympathy for you or your complaint. They'll scrutinize every motion you try to file and look for every opportunity to stymie your litigation.
Then they should be fired. If that's what they're doing, and you're saying it quite clear that's what they're doing, then they should be fired.
There's nothing worse you can do for your lawsuit than piss off the judge. You may not think it's fair, but
there's nothing more I can do for justice and the Constitution of the United States but expose people who are willing to behave that way. If a judge is willing to behave that way and I've exposed it, I've just been a hero to the Constitution. We should out them, okay? If there's cheater weasels on our courts, somebody should out them.
It's the reality. At least until you're able to plug into your own personal virtual reality in which you sue the entire world and have the virtual judges award you everything you want and bow at your feet no matter how much abuse you hurl at them and their...
Oh, yeah, right. Well, dream on, asshole. My virtual reality isn't going to have assholes like you in it, okay? So I'm not going to need to be fucking with any of this crap anymore. I'm not going to have to worry because I'm not going to create the villains. I'm not going to create the fucking puke piles.
Confession. What do you really think you'll accomplish by calling Judge Harmon a cunt, a liar, or a petty weasel? All your...
I don't know, did I call him those things? I don't know if I did. But regardless, what's it matter what I call him? I'm allowed to call the umpire any fucking thing I want. I'm even allowed some circumstances to kick dirt on his shoes. But I have to be careful, you know, can't kick too much dirt on his shoes. I mean, have you ever watched a baseball game, let's say, and you've watched where the umpire's done something really dumb, and a manager guy comes flying out, waving his arms, going, "You fucking mother," and they bleep it out because he's calling the guy's mother a fucking, you know, dog fucker and shit? Come on, dumbass. Dumbass. Get real.
Doing is further alienating the people that you depend on to rule in your favor. You act the same way here on YouTube, and your supporters often say that we should all ignore your petty insults and simply focus on your arguments. How...
No, you should ignore my insults as an argument, okay? You can pay attention to my insults all you want, but to sit there and say my insults are the argument is ludicrous and petty and weaselly, because guess what? That's not the fucking argument, okay? So that's the reality. So when some asshole takes one of my videos and does nothing but pay attention to the insults and does nothing to the argument, well, sort of like what you did. I'm not going to pay attention to the arguments involved. I'm just going to pay attention to the bullshit, periphery. Telephone. How am I going to deal with that? I'm just going to stop and start again. Okay, where were we? Yeah. I mean, look, another image. You're doing it wrong with the girl and his finger in her belly button. And ha ha ha. Did you write that joke? No. You just took it. Yeah.
However, it should be obvious by now that the real world doesn't work like that. The way you choose to communicate has a major influence on how people will perceive and treat you.
Well, there was a perfect example. You just played an umpire getting yelled at. And what did the umpire do? He just sat there and said, go ahead and yell, you stupid, silly person. I'm making a big, giant paycheck, and I don't care. You can hate me. Well, that's actually your job. It's your job to hate me. Okay? But I'm just going to do my job in spite of you, because I'm a disciplined person. And isn't that what happens? All right? And now we're talking about the biggest umpiring profession you can be in, the most serious nuclear power plant kind of umpiring, a federal judge. And if they can't do as good as a stupid baseball umpire, then they shouldn't have the fucking job.
Judges are no different. You still seem to have some hope for this lawsuit, and if you were wise, you'd keep your mouth shut until all the proceedings were finished.
Oh, whatever. All what proceedings? Okay? I mean, and you can say that, but you know what? If I keep my mouth shut, then maybe they won't realize just how I'm going to kick your ass kind of attitude I have. Because that, you know, these judges rely on that. They rely on the fact that people are intimidated, and they don't file appeals, and they don't push their rights because they're afraid the system's going to fuck them. All right? And they rely on that. And so I'm just letting them know that you can't rely on that in this case. I'll go to the Supreme fucking Court. I'll file the papers. And if you want that risk of having your name in a Supreme Court case for all eternity where you were described as a fucking idiot, well, take your chances. I mean, it's not very good. See, these videos being online now, they're not going to be all that good for Melinda Harmon's career, are they? I mean, if she was going to go get a job on the state Supreme Court, let's say, or something, somebody's going to research her, and then they're going to find these papers, and they're going to find that dismissal motion, and they're going to say, you dismiss somebody's constitutional rights on the most extraordinary and preposterous rationale. And they're going to find, too, that she's a bigot. Okay, it's right there, and it's just right there. She's a bigot against pro ses and a bigot against the disabled. So this isn't going to be good for her career. Fucktard. And it's not going to be good for her career because I had the balls to stand up and say, this fucking bitch is incompetent. Maliciously incompetent. Here's the straight dope on the subject.
That's all I have to say. Until next time, guys.
Whatever. Stunning contribution. Thank you. That was brilliant. The legal analysis was just amazing. I mean, holy fucking shit. You just spelled it right the fuck out. Yeah. Don't offend the government officials. Noni, noni, noni. They'll come and get you. They'll roll over you with tanks and stuff. Fuck you, asshole. You don't scare me either, weasel fucking breath. With your little stolen googly images. No, I'm afraid you're not going to scare me with that tactic. Fucking, you're maliciously thievery. You're a malicious thief. Anyway, so, till next time. That wasn't even that much fun. Well, whatever, maybe next time it'd be more fun. People suck. And she has a big bad ass and a very small brain.